All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And real briefly, I want to go into another lesson, and Lord willing, it do be edifying. Hey, Shalom, Yabashim Shabrakatah. But I want to go into another lesson, and as I said, Lord willing, it do be edifying. Um, and as you see from the title, it says, Our destiny is already set, right? Our destiny is already set. Our only hope is to be the elect. And it's something I was kind of meditating. So, like, I got a truck passing by, y'all hear background noise. But it's something I was kind of meditating on earlier, seeing all, the latest commotion that's been going on within the nation of Israel. You know how you had, Sakar, well, Alazar from Sakari come out saying how the apostle Tahar is jealous of Bishop Nate and of himself because their ministry have grown. And, they base it off worldly stuff as far as how many subscribers one may have or how much money one may make or, what schools you got. You see, and also, Deacon ASAP, calling us bombs, so on and so forth. But going back to the point, considering that you have a lot of men coming to this truth, men and women, with not the right intentions, so to speak. A lot of people come in, they may think it's, a organization or brotherhood that they can join, like a fraternity. Some men come in, as Deacon ASAP said, to get married, right? To be a leader of men, and then even when they get in the camp, they mind is set on gaining a position, right? Being a leader, being a face on the video, all in the videos, right? Cutting people. When we first came into the truth, you seeing all the videos on YouTube, people cutting people. A lot of men came into the truth and wanted to be that. You see, wanted to be the one who was looked at as he was swinging his sword and cutting Edomites and having Edomites kiss the boot. But at the end of the day, the Lord bringing us into this truth is all we have. One hope being in this truth. It ain't just to be an officer or deacon or elder or bishop. It ain't to be seen, to be somebody. At the end of the day, and really understanding the Heavenly Father, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and the strictness that come with our powers, our only hope should be coming into this truth is that we can be the elect, man. That should be the only hope. It's nothing to see, even that taking salvation coming by way of only being an elect, which being an elect, that's not nothing that's decided now. And we're gonna get a precept real quick. That's not nothing that's gonna be decided tomorrow. If you do something good for the Lord, he gonna say, you know what, I guess he should be an elect. I'm gonna make this decision. No, this was been decided before the world was. And the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the only ones he gonna spare in the time we in and the time we coming in, which is gonna get worse. And when those missiles fall, the only ones that will get beamed up and saved from this world are the elect of the nation of Israel. And that takeaway means of us bragging about what works we may do. You see, how many subscribers we may have, because you got people coming into this truth and they're not the elect. So going back to the point, our only hope should be is that we're the elect, man. Let me get this real quick. And why? Because we can't change it. We can't make the Lord love us more. You feel me? I'm even thinking about and I'm gonna get this quick precept to start off the lesson. It ain't gonna be long, but I'm even thinking about the male factor. Who Yahweh Shai, when he was on the cross, he told the male factor, "This day you're gonna be with me in paradise." But guess what? That decision wasn't made right then and there. Although it happened on earth right then and there, but that was set up before the world was, man. You know? But let's start with this. This is Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 10 in the NLT, right? King Solomon. Ecclesiastes 6 and 10. And look, the header going into it says the future is determined and unknown. The future is determined. But check it out. Isaiah 6 and verse 10 in the NLT, it says, everything has already been decided. right? Everything has already been decided. It was known long ago what each person would be. So we're going to stop there because it got a little more to this verse. But it says it was known long ago what each person would be. That's just like Isaiah, what that is, 28, I believe, 26. Verse 9 and 10, how it says the end was created in the beginning, so on and so forth. Right. That ain't just talking about prophecy as far as World War III, the mark of the beast. No, that's each and every person's life. Everything that a person doing was already designed for them to do that at this particular time. So it says, let's read that again. Ecclesiastes verse 6 and 10. It says, everything has already been decided. It was known long ago what each person would be. So there's no use of arguing with the Most High about your destiny. Come on, man. We're going to go into that word destiny, right? Going back to what the title say, our only hope really could be and should be is that we're the elect. Other than that, guess what? It don't matter. The Most High can have a man in this truth right now. And as we said earlier, coming into this truth and see other camps don't push the elect. That's not their hope. Come on, man. That's not their hope. Their hope is to be the biggest camp in America or in the world. They hope is to be famous on podcasts and making money. They hope not really just to be of the elect. You know, having these sins forgiven and the blood of Yahweh Shai covering you, you've been spared from all these things that's coming. That don't seem sexy to them right now. Because people can't praise them with those things right now. But when all these things happen, being an elect gonna be so beneficial. We can't even. Come on, man. But let's read this again. It's fire. This Ecclesiastes 6 and 10. In the NLT, everything has already been decided. It was known long ago what each person would be. So there's no use of arguing with the Most High about your destiny. Let me get that word destiny. This in the etymology online.com, right? It says destiny. Mid 14th century, it says fate, right? Your fate. Let's see what fate means. Fate. It says the development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as determined by a supernatural power. Guess what? Us being saved is completely out of our control. Just like who that was? I believe James and John. Uh right. Their mother tried to ask you, how was I let my sons sit on your right hand and left hand? Yahweh Shai said, look, they ain't up to me. Right? Those things are already determined. No matter what we do right now, gonna decide, because the elect gonna do what the elect designed to do. Right? They're gonna put on as the elect. But what I'm saying, hey, look, a call just put in front of me, 1448. You see? Call all y'all Bashem Shai. But what I'm saying, elect are programmed to live out the lots of the elect. What I'm saying is, if somebody not of the elect, ain't nothing you can do right now. Ain't no matter how many videos you throw up. Don't matter. How much understanding you may know, how many years you've been in the camp. If you what's your title, a deacon, a bishop, or officer, none of that matter. If a person not of the elect, that's it. That's why coming into this that's why the scripture says the first thing is the fear of the Lord. No, we don't have to be here. Let me get this let's finish this word destiny, right? Destiny. And let's hope our destiny is being of the elect. But it says destiny from the etymologyonline.com. It says the overruling necessity, your fate, the irresistible tendency of certain events to come about, things that we can't change. It says let me see how to say that word. Hold on. I gotta look this one up. Innex. We gotta go to Google on this one. We're gonna let Google say it. Like, I'm just trying to get the word right. Inexorable. Inexorable. So this what it means. Inexorable. It means impossible to stop or to prevent. A force that shapes and controls lives and events. In other words, the Most High. The Most High is impossible to change his story. So therefore, sin we've been called into this thing. Let's get Ephesians 2 real quick. Sin we've been called in, our only hope should be is that the Most High, Yahweh Bashim shall have mercy upon us and that we'll elect. It's Ephesians 2 real quick and straight to the point. Verse 7. It says that in the ages to come, he might show the exceeding riches of his grace, right? That's where we at right now, the grace period. In his kindness toward us through Yahweh Shah Mashiach. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. We got to stop there. Not of ourselves. Ain't nothing we can do. It's all by mercy that the elect gonna get saved. All by election that the elect gonna be saved. Well, the elect. Literally, your spirit was picked by the Most High. He said, look, I'm gonna have mercy on him. The next spirit came and I ain't gonna have mercy on him. I don't want to have mercy on that spirit. I'm going to make him an Edomite. This one, I love him. I'm going to make him my friend. Think about that. If, bro, to be the elect, that's a highly privileged and honored position. Especially the 144,000. But the elect in the whole, whether you are a brother who ain't a prophet, but you help, you know, a sister out there, being a part of the elect is a blessing in the whole, because this is something you can't ask for, man. A lot of people don't even know about what this is. So to be called to this, man, to be called to this, and you got camps not pushing the elect, you know, not pushing out the vibration of the Lord come and get the elect only, but the whole nation of Israel, you can see their mind ain't on being a part of the elect. They okay with just being Israelites. We know from what our apostles and elders of Great Millstone been teaching us the importance of the elect, because that's who Yahweh Shai come and get. Again, not just being called into this truth to be a figure, an Israelite figure, you know, and signing autographs. That's not why we're here. Let's finish reading. It says Ephesians 2 and 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. It's a gift. Think about it. We don't ask for gifts. Even if you tell somebody what you want as a gift, it's still up to them if they want to give it to you or not. They want to buy it for you or not. But seeing the Lord allowed us to get this, man, count it a blessing. Because again, everybody ain't getting it. It says not of works. See, it ain't nothing we can do to make ourselves of that number. No matter how many videos, how many times you done brought a brother or, you know, food and a. Now, granted, if we doing those things, and if you are of the elect, guess what? The Lord is counting that. He counted because you programmed to do it. It's a part of your works. But the thing is, if somebody not of the elect and they doing all this or trying to, eventually the Lord gonna, one, take their works away, have them, you know, stop doing it and probably go off and do something else and get cat, you know, who knows? But it's all by mercy that we call, and it's gonna be all by the mercy of the Lord if we're gonna be chosen. That's going back to the point, coming into this truth, each and every person who know the Israelites right now, our hope should be to be the elect. Not to be in a couple more years, I might be a bishop, you know, in a couple more years, you think I could be an officer? Right? I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. That shouldn't be our goal coming into the truth. To be the next famous teacher, going cutting people on YouTube. The goal is to be the elect. And again, the scary part is it ain't nothing we can do. We just gotta pray and hope. See, come on, man. There's no way to be proud of this. Let's read this together. Ephesians 2 and 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High, not of works, lest any man should boast. Look, you got Deacon Asaph boasting. We taking men out of what he said, out of jails. We getting marriages. They boasting in what they doing, and what they doing, like it says, is a way that seemeth right unto men, but is an abomination unto the Most High. It ain't about you being the biggest camp in the world. The goal is to, which Yahweh Shai said the goal was in the book of John. If a brother want to post that, right? What that is, John 15, when the Lord says we ain't choose him, he chose us, and for us to go forth, or he ordained us to go forth and bring forth fruit. This is the thing. Not just any fruit, but Yahweh Shai said, and that your fruit should remain. Indirectly, the Lord said, go focus on getting my elect. Just like John the Baptist, he didn't care about just bringing nobody in. He said fruits meet for repentance. So the goal of a congregation shouldn't be just bringing anybody in. We going out, all we doing is pushing out the word, and the word gonna do the gathering of the elect. That's the goal, man. Not just bringing in any nigga, any woman, because she got a hair wrap and he say shalom and kind. Even Yahweh Shai said that the fruit should remain. So even showing Yahweh Shai himself only cared about telling his disciples to go out and get the elect. But it says, not of works, lest any man should boast, for we are his workmanship, created in Mashiach unto good works. So if we are doing these things, guess who making us doing them? First, guess who even allowing us to do these things? The Most High Yahweh Shema Shai. And even a simple thing, when we get an idea of this lesson I'm doing now, it ain't my idea, the precepts, the title. That's the Lord idea in the precepts. Brothers put precepts on the comment board. They ain't y'all precept. That's the Lord idea. Man's going to the Lord, right? Articles we find for lessons like the Thursday Live. We ain't find none of that. The Lord gave us that, man. When brothers go into definitions and on a lesson and it edify, the Lord, that's what he wanted. To bring that out. Everything we do is by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Nothing we doing is of our own accord. Because think about it, if the Lord wasn't doing none of this or programming us to do these works, we'll still be in the world. We'll still be in the world. Come on, man. The Lord creating us to do this. None of these are our own works. It says, for we are his workmanship, created in Mashiach unto good works. Here it is, which the Most High have before ordained that we should walk in them before the world was. Before the world was. Let me get this in Philippians. I see hold on, bro's got precepts on the comment board. Let's get this. I just called for, but we're gonna get the brother Nabalav straight, the brother Straight Gate. We're gonna get his precept too. This is the brother Osman Wath from Dallas. GMS chosen vessel 144 Shalom. John 15 and 16. You are ye, the Shahawashai, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Even that is self. We can't just choose to do this. Even if we come into this thing, we come into it, we ain't choose the Lord called us. Even if when you get inside of a body, you being promoted to a rank or a position, that's the Lord chose us to do that. Not because we just cold like that and we swinging our sword and we cutting Edomites and nothing we doing. He chose us to do this, and he gave us the ability to do all this. It says, but I have chosen you and ordained you to do what? That ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. Who Yahweh Shai told us to go get? Those who go be the elect. Which again is not nothing we go and get. We just preaching the word. And the word is gathering, as it said in Baruch. But the point is, Yahweh Shai didn't say just go preach to anybody. He said go get the ones that's going to remain. That's the elect, man. It says, and that your fruit should remain, and whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. This is John 17 and 8. For I have given unto them, this Yahweh Shai again, and he putting up a prayer to his Father about the elect, not to everybody. See, I remember, I'm getting excited. I remember the Apostle Ramlab, he did a lesson about the priestly prayer. Going back to when King Solomon put up his prayer. Now King Solomon put up the priestly prayer for the whole nation. But Yahweh Shai backdoored and came back, put up a similar prayer, a high priestly prayer, but he was just talking about the elect being spared and being shown mercy from the Most High, being sanctified. Even in John 17, when you go down, I think to like verse 19, and the NLT is fire, but Yahweh Shai said the reason he even got on the cross, right, and was a sacrifice was because of those who are the elect, those who preach the word and those who believe it. So even in Yahweh Shai's own mind, not to say it like that in his own mind, but Him getting on that cross, yes, it was for the whole nation, but what gave Yahushua that motivation and that extra push to do it for his elect, man? It's John, if a brother want to post it, it's John 17 in the NLT when he said, I sanctify myself for them. Right, when you read John 17, it was for who? The ones who teaching and the ones who believing. That's why the Lord wanted to get on that cross. And that's why the Lord going to ultimately come back. And through Yahushua and elect, the nation go come back, man. But it start with the elect. But let's finish reading this. John 17:8. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. I pray for them, right? The elect. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. The only ones who will be spared in these times are the ones who was given to Yahushua. That's the elect. The Lord, look, even Yahushua, the Lord of the nation, he ain't even worried about the Yahushua ain't even worried about the whole nation, man. 12 tribes worldwide. The Lord looking for his elect worldwide. Matthew 24, Matthew prophesied about the same thing. The apostle Matthew prophesied about the same thing. Yahushua coming back for the elect. It says, and all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world. And I am come to thee, Holy Father, keep them through thine own name, those who thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are one. That's fire, man. It's fire. Shalom to the bro Kabal and the bro Benaiah. This second Ezra 8:38 in the GNT. It says, you can be sure that I will give no thought to those who have sinned, or to their creation, death, judgment, or destruction. Instead, I will find my joy in the creation of the righteous. Come on, man. Put a smile on my face. It says, instead, right? So the Lord, look, let's read it again. You can be sure that I will give no thought to those who have sinned, or to their creation, death, judgment, or destruction. The Lord ain't worried about those who he ain't choose, who he ain't, who he ain't hand select. What spirits the Lord didn't hand select and pick out before the world was, he ain't worried about you right now. And neither is his son, Jesus, right? Jesus ain't worried about everybody. But who are they focused on right now? Verse 39, instead, I will find my joy in the creation of the righteous, their earthly journey, their salvation, and their final reward. That's going in the arsenal right there. The water, the brother Benaiah, GMS standing firm too. The brother in Dallas, that's going in the arsenal. That's who the Lord worried about, focused on. I will find my joy. See, that's who Yahweh Bashim outside joy and elect. I will find my joy in the creation of the righteous. So not just is the Lord excited about the elect, but he was happy creating them, seeing the upbringing they had with Yahweh Shai in the beginning, and not only that, and their earthly journey when they came down. They played out the story perfectly. They fulfilled the lot. And their salvation, what comes after the earthly journey. And we're going to have to get Romans 8, because it said the same thing. What comes after the earthly journey, and then what we waiting on right now, and their final reward. That's only for the elect, man. Let me get that in Romans 8 real quick, because it says something around along the same lines. Let me snag this too. Going back to what we said earlier about Yahweh Shai, that what motivated him to really get on that cross, because remember, even he said, Father, is it another way? Right? But the motivation Yahweh Shai had, first and foremost, the joy that was set before himself, what he was going to receive, the things for himself, but also his elect. Let's read it. It's John 17:19 in the NLT. Now, this chapter, again, who he was praying for, those who preaching his word and those who going to believe on him through what the prophet's saying. So the elect. This is what he said about him. John 17 and verse 19 in the NLT. And I give myself as a holy sacrifice for them. The same chapter he said, I'm only praying for them, not all Israel. In this, he's saying, look, I'm getting on this cross for them, for my elect. Come on, man. It says, I will give myself as a holy sacrifice for them, so they could be made holy by your truth, man. Come on, man. Let's get Romans 8 real quick to go along with what the brother Benaiah said, or what he posted. Because it go into the process, for lack of better words, of the elect. From them being created, them coming to earth, them doing the work of the Lord, and ultimately receiving a reward. Real quick, this is Romans chapter 8. Now I wind it down. But this Romans chapter 8 and verse, I'm going to start at verse 28. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called, check this out, to them who are called according to his purpose. Those who destiny is to be the elect and they can't change it, this is who the Lord talking to. And again, we don't know who that is. That should even give us an extra fear, and I'm keep using motivation because I ain't got no other words right now, but fear, and that should be all the motivation we need to apply ourselves to this truth. As far as the work sake go, whether it's camp, lessons, studying, fasting, praying, charity, work eight, even this, because it ain't just all precepts and stuff. The Lord also looking for those who working on the actual self, their personal self, their personal life. You know, things that may hinder their walk that others don't see, brothers don't see, but you see it. The Lord looking for that too, right? Come on, man. But those who was called to do this, those who was to be a part of this thing, man, that's who we want to be of. We don't want to just be called to be an Israelite and to be a officer or he a deacon. Or that brother got moved up to bishop, you know? Oh, you got 10 likes on the video. It ain't, oh, he on a podcast, he on Adam 22? Yeah, Hoover. It ain't about that. Our only hope and focus coming into this truth should be, Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Awashai Ratazah, that we of the elect, man. That's one thing I put up for in my prayer every day. For me, and my wife, my children, and I say their name by name in the prayer. I ask them, and look, this is another thing, not just asking the Lord, because it's an easy thing to ask, Lord, let me be the elect. In my prayer, I like that, you know, one, just thank the Lord for the truth, but ask him, Lord, not to just first I say, allow me, my wife, and I call them by name, my son, my two daughters, to be the elect, but not just that, but he put it in our spirits that we do what the elect would do. I ain't just trying to ask. We trying to earn it. Even Yahweh Shai had to earn it. Hey, James and John couldn't ask. They had to earn it too. All our forefathers of old couldn't just ask, they had to earn it. And a lot of people who come into the truth, again, they just okay with being Israelites, man. We hearing this thing, this is like an audition. It's like we auditioning to be on the team, like pro day, pro day, man. But let me continue. I'm just rambling. Let me continue. Let's get the precepts. So there's Romans 8 and 28. It says, right, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose. Check this out. For whom he did foreknow when he knew him. When did the Lord know the elect? Before the world was, just like he told Jeremiah. Before I formed you in the belly, guess what? I knew you. Before you came out the womb, look, I ordained you. Or should I say your destiny was to do this. Everybody destiny set. Whoever gonna die by missiles gonna die by missiles. They just don't know it yet. They probably working, driving a truck for Pepsi right now. Oh, a U-Haul truck right now. Don't even know that they gonna die by Leviathan shooting fire out his mouth one day. You feel me? You got people in this Israelite truth, maybe even teaching that the MOTB is the RFID microchip. Don't even know when our hair break loose, they gonna get this thing, man. That's a fearful thing. Our only hope should be, and the only position we should be trying to earn in this truth is, Lord willing, we could earn a spot of the elect, one of them, golden tickets, like the, Willy Wonka chocolate factory. We want one of them golden crowns. But let's read this in Romans 8. First, I want to read what this brother put again. This second Ezra 8 and 39 in the GNT. Because in a verse 38, the Lord said he ain't worried about those who he ain't choose, ultimately. But verse 39, instead, I will find my joy in the creation of the righteous. So when he created a spirit, he found joy in that. That's in Proverbs 8. Yahweh Shai said when it was just him and his father before anything was, the Most High, he enjoyed having Yahweh Shai up there. But Yahweh Shai said, but my delight, what made me happy, my joy was having my brothers up there. That's in Proverbs 8, man. He said, but my delight was in the sons of men. So the Most High was happy to have his son there in the beginning. But what made Yahweh Shai happy was having his brothers there, his governing body there with him. So it says, I will find my joy in the creation of the righteous. And what else? In their earthly journey, when they came out and lived out their lot, or their destiny, and what they going to receive in their salvation and their final reward. Let me get this in Romans 8 because it kind of said the same thing. Romans 8:29, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn amongst many brethren. So the Most High created his son, gave Yahweh Shai his role in the story. Look, this gonna be your role. You gonna be my son. You gonna be the man. You have to do this. You got to go through that. But you gonna be the man though. Then he brought forth. I don't know how it was. We just extrapolate. And then he brought forth the 100. Who knows? The next spirit, 144,000, and they was gonna have to follow the role of Yahweh Shai. Y'all gonna go down on earth, live out certain reincarnations. Y'all gonna suffer too. But look, y'all gonna get a reward at the end. Let's read that again. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate for what? To be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn amongst many brethren. It's the point, verse 30. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, so the ones the Most High, the spirits, the Most High chose before the world was, it says, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. When he called them, when they came to earth, right? Just like we got our calling. Now, if we're the elect, now think about it. You got people on earth. You got some people of the elect ain't even get their calling yet. You see? Some people ain't even get their calling yet. The time probably ain't come for them to see a miracle and get sealed. So the thing is, you got people who the Lord, they near and dear unto the Lord. He love them, care for them. But when they turn 24, when they turn this age, whatever year come, he gonna call them a point in time in their life. Look at our apostles. They was been called. Elders been called. Brothers been called. But this is the thing. It says, for whom he did predestinate, them he also called. So what's the next step after being called? Right? We all got called on earth in a reincarnation, but what's the next step? And whom he called, them he also justified. How? Because they came down, repented, did the work, right? Acknowledged Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. That's what's going to justify the elect. Again, nothing they did, the Lord going to do the justifying. And Lord willing, that's the point we in now, because the justification, Jay using words, just because the justification come in a grace period. So like, give me a little folly moment. But it come in a grace period. That's what we at now. So what's after this? It says, then he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified, man. That's all we waiting on. The elect gonna get glorified. And check this out. The next verse says, and what shall we say to these things? If the Most High be for us, then who could be against us? Verse 33, and who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? And who can lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? Nobody can stop the elect from being the elect. No matter what they go through in their calling in the earth, right? No matter what falls and slip-ups they may have, and F-ups they may go through, and people come against them, and this and that, and obstacles, at the end of the day, the elect gonna be the elect, man. That's what we hoping for. That's the goal of being called to this truth. For hopes of being an elect. It ain't to get a position to become a famous Israelite, speaker, and people want to watch your videos so they can see you cutting, heathens and people kissing you. That's not what it's about. Our whole goal, being called at the end of the world, right now in this grace period, is to fight to be of the elect of the nation of Israel. That's the only important thing that we should be here talking about. That's the ones the Lord come and gather, man. you know. But let me get this. Let me get Philippians real quick, and I'll probably end it. And I'm gonna see what y'all brothers got on the comment board. But let's get this in Philippians. This is the hope right here. This Philippians chapter 1 and verse 30, right? Not verse 30, Salakia. This Philippians chapter 1 and verse 3. Now, this Apostle Paul. Now, check out this couple of my favorite scriptures because you got to read them together. It says, Philippians 1 and verse 3. It says, I thank my power upon every remembrance of you, always in every prayer of mine for you all, making requests with joy. And we do the same thing. You know, we put up prayer, you know, when we start the prayer, and that's why the scriptures say that the Spirit make intercession at times. You know, we put up prayers, and a brother might come on our mind as we pray, and you put up a prayer for the brother. But that's what we do. We put up a prayer for one another's, right? One another. Now, this is what it say. This is the mindset. It says, always in every prayer of mine, for you all making requests with joy, Philippians 1 and 5, for your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now. I got to stop there because I got like a little colon, right? We're going to stop there. It says, from your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now. What it is? Until, what it is? June 5th. It's June 5th, 5:54 p.m. I'm in Texas, right? So from the first day each and every one of us was called, so say the apostles, almost what, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 25 years ago, 20, 15 years ago, whenever they was called, right? The apostle Gabal, he gave his testimony how he walked by, you know, the elder men back then as they was preaching, he passed them up, then he went to jail, and then he knew what it was. He told the Lord, look, yeah, I gotta know what I gotta do. He went back, that was his calling at that time. We all have different callings. Different times, different years, different seasons. The thing is, although we was all called at different times, some of y'all who may be listening came in a week ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, right? Like this year's gonna make my 7th year, right? Other brothers 10 years, so on and so forth. The point is, from the day each and every one of us was called until today, which is June 5th, 2024, this is what Apostle Paul saying. And this gotta be our mindset. It says, Philippians 1 and 5, for your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this very thing. So this is what we got to have confidence in. It says, being confident of this very thing, that he which have begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahushua Mashiach. Let's read that again, and we're going to read it together. I ain't going to break it down. We're just going to read it. But what ultimately is Apostle Paul saying? Our hope should be, and we should have confidence in, that the day the Lord called us into this truth to serve him, even until now, that we need to hope and believe that the Most High who called us and allowing us to do this work, that he go allow us to continue in it until the day of Yahushua, the day the Lord come. What that means? Our hope should be that the Lord, the day he called us, he go allow us to endure until the end, man. And once Yahushua come, we're going to get beamed up. That should be the hope. That should be the confidence. If not, then why you here? Taking up space. If you don't want to be the elect, you're taking up space. Let somebody else, you know, let Legion get a spot or something. You know, he want to follow Yahushua. Let somebody who want to be the elect come be the elect. Remember, the Lord did say he gonna give us our expected end. If you're not expecting the hope and to be the elect, that's not where your faith lies. Then why you here, man? We ain't just hoping to be a popular Israelite or a popular Israelite group and to fly to Smyrna and push, you feel me? And fly to Smyrna and push the word. That's not it. You know, and go on podcasts and your ministry be magnified in America. Kings in captivity. That's not the goal, man. That's not the goal. Look at our forefathers of old. Why are they praised? Because they got their hands dirty when it wasn't comely, man. Pushing the word when it wasn't convenient. Out there building a temple when people was coming up against them. Hey, putting their lives on, like it was told to Judah, she put her life on the line, not just for herself, but for her nation. That's why she was gonna get praised. That's who we want to be a part of. Those who gonna be remembered for that, not about the cold Passover you threw in 2020 in America, in Florida, in the garments. You feel me? In the entrance. Remember he came in on a horse in 2023? That ain't gonna matter. When we get in the kingdom, nobody gonna talk about who was cutting the most Israelites in the kingdom. You think it was WFI and Naquan? Or was it Alizon Sakari? Because I don't know. Ain't nobody gonna care about that. More so, they go, look, children, people go come up to the elect, man, so-and-so, did you really do this in America? Well, yeah, we still strong. That's going to be the new talk. That's going to be the new fame going out. Not about who had the most subscribers now, who was on No Jumper with Adam 22, and who was Hoover. That ain't nobody going to care about that, man. The focus is coming into this thing, continuing to do the work, to Lord willing, we could be the elect. Let's read this again, and I'll hit the comment board, and we can end it. This Philippians 1 and 3, I'm going to read it all the way through. Philippians 1 and 3 to verse 6. It says, I thank my God upon every remembrance of you, always in every prayer of mine, for you all, making requests with joy. Here it is. For your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this very thing, that he which have begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahushua Mashiach. That gave me some chills right there, man. Apostle Paul said we need to be confident that from the first day the Lord called us, whether it was 40 years ago or whether today was your calling, from the first day until this very moment, we got to be confident and believe that the Most High, who allowing us to do this work, as we got in Ephesians 2, that he go allow us to do it all the way up until the day Yahushua come. In other words, believe and hope that the Lord go allow us to do it to the end and be saved, man. That's the goal in this truth. That's the goal. That's the fight. Come on, man. That's the ultimate goal of the truth, to be of the elect. Because you can have all the subscribers and get all the fame now as the Israelite and all this and that, and you could not be of the elect. Then would it be the glory in that? You work for nothing. You did it for nothing. Come on, man. That's pretty much it. Let me hit the comment board, see what bros got. And I got to head out. We got class here in a few. This is yeah, we'll end it on that 2 Peter 1. This is the brother Labad Napash, Ephesians 1 and 4. It says, according as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. And you know why that's so heavy? Because we know, you see, with Yahushua is mercy there. It's mercy there. So it ain't as strict with the Most High. So, Yahushua, he more welcoming. But why is it a big deal to be found blameless in the sight of the Most High? Why is it a big deal for the Most High to call you his friend? We know how strict the Most High is. If it wasn't for Yahushua, the Most High wouldn't even give a F about us right now. The thing is for the Most High to look at you and say, he blameless right there. When the scriptures say, even the angels not even blameless in the sight of the Most High. For the Most High to look at us in these filthy bodies in America, wherever but are scattered to the four corners and sisters, for him to look at us and when I say us, I'm not, saying like I'm of the elect. That's our hope. You see? Lord willing. But for him to look at those who are the elect right now in these bodies, and out of all we did in every captivity, for him to still accept people on earth right now, that's a big deal. That's heavy to me, man. Knowing how strict the Most High is, how the smallest thing he'll kill a Negro for. Right? But for him to accept you, that's heavy, man. It says, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children, by who? By Yahushua to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he have made us accepted in the beloved, accepted in the house of David. That's the goal, man. You see? That's the goal. And old dude, I don't know if y'all watch football, but old dude Keon Coleman, who went first round to the Bills. Yeah, this nigga outside my car right now. If I was an IUIC, I'd try to give him a pamphlet. You see? But never to make a video with him. That's crazy. I guess y'all training and shit. But let's finish reading this. It says, to the praise of the glorious grace wherewith he hath made us accepted in the beloved. That's the goal. To be named in the house of David, as the Lord called it, the book of life. This Proverbs 8:20. It's from faith before steps. It says Proverbs 8:20. I lead in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment. Proverbs 16:21. The wise in heart shall be called prudent, and the sweetness of lips increase of learning. This is 1 Corinthians 9 from the brother Benaiah in the MSG version. 1 Corinthians 9:26 and 27. It says, I don't know about you, but I'm running hard for the finish line. And it's the mindset. It says, I'm giving it everything I've got. No lazy living for me. And man, look, I even got cut yesterday on my lunch break, because look, I'm on my lunch break and I wanted to read, but I'm tired. I'm falling asleep. And I could have easily, at times, the flesh get the best of us, which that's the fight. But I wanted to sleep so bad, and I knew if I didn't take a nap, I would have went back into that building, sleeping through. But it was in my spirit. I said, you know what, I'm gonna read. And the scriptures, I was like, I'm gonna read the proverb or Sirach. And you know how you just flip when you ain't got no set topic. So the spirit had me go to Proverbs chapter 25 or 24. No, Proverbs 24. And at the end of the chapter, the last couple of verses, the Lord was going into somebody who was always taking naps and shit, going to sleep. He was putting what King Solomon said. He said, and what I came to realize, those who sleep and take naps, they gonna be the ones who gonna be wanting, man. You gonna be begging, you gonna be losing. And the thing is, I was confident that I didn't take a nap, and I used that time to read. And again, even after that, the Lord didn't even have me tired. But just using that as an example, not to use myself as an example, but sometimes in the truth, we gonna have to kind of, not sometimes, but we're gonna have to give effort. We're gonna have to remember, this is like an audition. We trying to see who gonna be drafted. In other words, think about how hard it is to get drafted. You got people all across the world. Look, I just mentioned a nigga, Keon Coleman, who was right here. How hard it is to get drafted. People across the world doing their workouts. You could be doing your workouts. You could be doing one of days, going hard, thinking you doing something. But you got a man across the world doing 2 days. He eating better. He doing this and doing that. That's why we could never get comfortable or okay with just the work we doing, because there's many men out there outdoing us. And we think we okay. It's never room to get complacent in the truth, man. Thinking we doing enough is never enough, because you got brothers across the four corners, apostles, elders, bishops who running laps around what we may be doing. It again, the work ain't just lessons and knowing precepts. It's many other things that we could work on throughout our day. Never get too comfortable. So going back to what the brother put, 1 Corinthians 9:26 and 27 in the MSG version, it says, I don't know about you, but I'm running hard for the finish line. I'm giving it everything I've got. No lazy living for me. I'm staying alert and in top condition. I'm not going to get, see, hey, that's a spirit. I'm not, hey, the water. I'm not going to get caught napping, telling everyone else about it all, and then missing out myself. Man, that's heavy. That's heavy. I'm not going to get caught napping, telling everyone else about it, and then missing out myself. We don't want to be that, man. We don't want to be those who was just here just to be here for a point in time and you out of here. And just to be made an example of. Our hope is to be the elect, man. Let's get a couple more and we'll end it. 1 Timothy 6 and 12. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and has professed a good profession before many witnesses. So see, this is our profession, which is to confess. But this is what we hope, man, as that draft, you go on stage for the draft and you put on a hat and you shake the commissioner hand and you hold up the jersey and you put the number one finger up and smile. Right, that's what we hoping to get drafted. Our name call, getting beamed up by name call, instead of putting on a Seattle Seahawks hat, or Denver Nuggets hat. We put on a crown, man, and look, we shake the commissioner hand. You Howard Shy, you see, and shake his hand. Look at him. So Angel take the picture. Right? I'm being funny, but that's what we hoping to get called into in that chariot. That's when we can say it is finished. When we in the chariot, when the bottom of them kingdom sandals on the floor of the chariot, man. That's when the race gonna be over. It says Ephesians 3:6. I read this. Ephesians 4:12. For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body. The brother Bab Yahweh Shai 144, Colossians 3:12. Put on therefore as the elect. The elect will be representing Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai on the earth. Put on as the elect. Do what the elect would do, in other words. They used to have a bracelets, WWJYD. What would Jesus write? What would Yahweh Shai do? That's what the elect gonna do. It says, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Mashiach forgave you, so also do ye. You see? But I'm going to end it right there. Oh, nope. We got to end it on this one. Brother Osman wife. 2 Peter 1:10. It says in the NLT, so the conclusion of the matter is, so dear brothers and sisters, work hard to prove that you are really among those the Most High has called and chosen. That's the goal. That's why we're here, to work hard to hopefully earn a spot to be the elect. That's the conclusion of the matter if we Israelites. That's why you was called to the truth. To work hard to possibly be a part of the elect, not to you to be the next Israelite, the famous teacher, the next head, like Alazar said, the apostles need to retire because he up next. We ain't here for that. We ain't here to see who will be the biggest group in 2030. Come on, man. 2 Peter 1:10 NLT. So dear brothers and sisters, work hard to prove that you are really among those the Most High has called and chosen. Do these things and you will never fall away. Come on, man. You see? Never fall away. So the hope is to be the elect. People say keep the main thing, the main thing. The main thing in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua eyes is who and what? His elect, man. His elect. You see, but I'm going to end it right there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rachakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in on the gospel. Keep fighting, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. And with